Hey gang, someday it's probably going to be us against the government, so I've got some pretty cool numbers for you. There's 450 million guns registered in this country, and that's not including the ones that aren't on the books. There's 300 million people in the United States. Now, let's say that just 150 million of those own guns.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and 150 million brain-dead lunatics like this jackaloon? Now that's a scary thought. But these little tree fort cosplatriots and overgrown beer-bellied Boy Scouts don't have a whisper of a prayer against the United States military.
Now let's say that the government is able to convince the military to stand against us. That's 1.2 million. There's 700,000 active duty federal and local law enforcement in this country. So that gives them a total of around 2 million law enforcement military to stand against us hillbillies and patriots.
First off, if you don't have the brains to understand that patriots don't attack their own country, then your prospects for success are pretty grim. Second, if you are conned into throwing your life in sacrifice upon the altar of fascism to appease the delusional mind of a brain-dead dictator, then you'll be doing everyone a favor, including yourselves, if you just quit right now. Give up in humble submission the same way you fell upon your knees in servitude before Donald Trump.
Of 150 million, 150 million of us, 2 million of them. I like our odds, so don't sweat it.
And finally, contrary to the alternative facts that exist in your corrupted mind, contrary to the imbecile conspiracy theories of your QAnon cult, you're not going to overtake a meeting of the Wednesday Ladies Sewing Circle with your squirrel guns after a drunken binge, let alone the United States government. But Donald Trump and the billionaire elites of the Republican Party, thank you for your litany of mental defects. They couldn't be happier that their moronic fairy tales have you securely in their hip pocket. They thank you for throwing away your life in desperate attempt to save them from ever paying taxes. And on top of all of this, and give you the thrill of your life, Donald Trump gave you a like on TikTok. Oh joy. After all, every great military mind vets their strategy in a TikTok posting. We're impressed by your number crunching. Who knew MAGA morons could conceive of figures so high, and your clever wit and personality has your orange crush himself blushing in admiration? You need to share this Tinder. Better yet, you fascists need to make your own anti-American version of Tinder. You'll be swiping right for every dictator that passes by your screen. It's morons like this guy that make me sick. Who knew there were segments of our population that were so easily corruptible and so holistic? Donald Trump built a cult, anointed himself the lamb of MAGA gods, and his sheep faithfully eat out of his hands. His bidding is their command, and their allegiance is until death takes them or their Lord releases them. And let me guarantee you this, Donald Trump will continue to play morons like this like a fiddle until his dying day. Trump will be behind bars with every charge of sedition and treason on the books, and there will still be MAGA morons in the dark corners of the earth waiting for their orange savior to float from out of the clouds and command them to take up their red riders in holy quest to save their damsel in distress. A word comes to mind that captures all of this, and that word is pathetic, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.